Alright, what's up? What's going on, guys? CaptainMonk here. In today's game, playing some Headhunter, Akali in the mid lane. So let's go out here and grab ourselves, I'm thinking the boots because I'm pretty sure we're against a Lulu mid, which honestly is pretty damn lame, but we'll try and make it work this game. But when it comes to itemizations early game, I guess when you're getting your first items, going to lane with Akali, it really depends on the matchup. If you're against some sort of an AP mage who uses skill shots, definitely get the boots. You can dodge a few of those, hopefully. At least that's the goal, at least. And of course, those 4 health potions helps out as well in case you don't. And if you're against someone who's got like pretty much all targeted magic spells and they're ranged and all that, then maybe going to Dorn Shield might make sense. I know Rise is a good example of that because, of course, you can't dodge any of his spells. They're all, I guess his Q you can dodge, but his W makes it pretty hard to dodge his Q, right? Because he locks you down. So I prefer to go with Dorn Shield against Rise, but you very rarely see a Rise nowadays because he's very, I don't know, he's been nerfed quite a few times. I don't think people play Rise all that much anymore. Point being, though, normally boots are the way to go against mages because most of them use skill shots. And if against an AD, then of course you go with the cloth armor. But Amplifying Tome is definitely not something you want to consider, nor is Doran's Ring. Amplifying Tome gives you 1 potion. That's not enough to survive through the lane phase. And going with the Doran's Ring makes no sense at all because the item only gives you the AP and the HP. It doesn't give you any mana stats at all because you don't use mana. So why would you bother? And we're not against a Lulu. We're actually against a Vel'Koz. I don't know how I got that one mixed up. So Vel'Koz will be actually a much better lane for us. Luckily for me, because he is a mage who is not very mobile, so if I can get to him, I can wreck his day. But I gotta actually get to him to do that. But I'll be dodging his skill shots here so far, so not too bad for us. Haven't missed a minion yet either. And we'll be harassing the Q on occasion here, but of course the Q, unlike Katarina, who has 2 procs to hers, and ooh, barely juked that one. Good thing we have the boots, because it makes it a little bit easier, but Katarina has a projectile like Akali's. That the projectile itself does a lot more damage, whereas the proc, yeah, it does some damage, but not nearly as much as the original part. Whereas Akali's is kind of flipped in comparison to that. The projectile does like barely any damage, but the proc on it, like this, does a lot of damage. So it's very strong. But how this kind of sucks for Akali is it makes her poke game really suck. So it makes it so that if you ever want to go on somebody, you literally gotta take a leap of faith and, you know, go in and hope that you just outtrade them flat out. And a lot of time that doesn't work out. And so that's why when you see Akali players, a lot of time, yeah, they will get pretty strong because it's pretty easy to pick up kills with her because she's very potent, very strong, and has great engage. But you'll also notice they die a lot, and that's just because there's no way of really calculating how much damage you can do until you actually go in. You don't have no poke, can't really build an advantage really easily to then go in when they're low, for example. And I missed the siege minion, that makes me so sad. But we're taking some poke here, but I'm not too concerned. Pop another potion here. He hasn't used any of his yet, but that's to be expected. We're an Akali who has a very poor wave clear, unfortunately, so you get shoved in, and this is kind of how it goes normally. But so far it's 9 to 11 actually, so not too bad for us. And I thought for a second there he had the support items, but that's actually the Lulu. Imagine that if Vel'Koz went support items mid. That'd be pretty funny. And yeah, he's gonna get some autos on me there. And of course I can't get in range to actually get that auto off to proc my Q, so I'm not even gonna bother doing that on him anymore. I'm gonna use my Q on minions instead to try and sustain myself. And unfortunately, I cannot kill that one, but that's okay. We'll get the one in the back here with my Q. And go from there. We're almost level 4 here. Once we are level 4, we might be able to do something to this guy. Because we do have a Lee Sin jungle this game. And Lee Sin's a pretty strong early game jungler, so if he can make something happen, that is always good. But if he doesn't, it's not a big deal. Because once we hit level 6, I think we'll be able to handle this Vel'Koz on our own. And he's actually getting right in my face here, so I could have easily traded with him there with my Q. And oops, he's walked right into that one. And done some damage to him, but I was so focused on the minions, and I was not expecting him just to walk in like that. So definitely an error by me there, but no big deal. Trying to dodge his stuff, but unfortunately, I'm not doing the best job of it. Try not to miss any of these minions, though. We are only up 1 now, so the advantage has kind of disintegrated, but no big deal. Still getting those last hits. And trying to use my Q as much as possible, because it is single target. We do have some spell vamp, not a lot, but 7%. So using a single target spell vamp ability will give it full spell vamp, meaning that the full 7% is applied, but our E is AoE, so it only gives you a third of that, which kind of blows. But, can we get this even? No, we can't even get the siege minion. Damn you, Vel'Koz. Well, at least he's out of mana, so we can't do that much to me anymore. Get that last hit there. Get this one here, or maybe not. Well, I'll use an E for those two. And yeah, I'm gonna have to walk right back into that one because I'm bad. Oh man, it's a tough lane. Any lane where you're against a ranged champion, Akali's gonna struggle. And this actually ties into one thing I wanted to mention in this commentary is, if you guys didn't know this, if you've been with me for a long time, you will. If you haven't, you wouldn't know this. But I've been doing League videos since 2013. I started in March of 2013. It is now, of course, at the time of recording this at least, September 2015. And when I started, I was very, very bad at this game, and one of the champions I actually covered early on was top lane Akali. And Vel'Koz went base, by the way. That's why I'm pushing this in so quick. It's because I know he's not here, so we can make him miss some minions. And we're actually up on him because of that, so that's good. But in this video, it was a pretty crappy video, but at the time it wasn't too bad because, of course, I wasn't very good. And at the time, the standard's a lot lower, but if I was to upload that now, man, I'd just be laughed off my own channel. So, well, let's not worry about that too much. That's not the point. The point is I did top lane Akali, and at the time, I was criticized for saying that top lane Akali was better. But little did I know, and little did everyone else know, that I was actually right. Yes, statistically speaking, mid lane Akali is more popular. It's a lot more popular because people see her as an AP and an assassin, and both of which are very common in the mid lane, you know, alongside mages and stuff like that. However, Akali is a lot better in the top lane, and she's a lot more popular amongst pro players in solo queue in the top lane versus mid lane. Reasons for that, there's quite a few of them, but really what it comes down to is with Akali, she's all about fighting your opponent champion and killing them. That's really what it comes down to. And to do so, you need to know the matchup. You need to know how much damage you can and cannot do. And to do that, it's not exactly easy. And so in the top lane, at least you can poke your opponent. Whereas in mid lane, I mean, all you can really do is just use your Q, the first part of it. I mean, getting close enough to them. I mean, you saw that one opportunity that Vel'Koz gave me. But that's it. That was all there was for me to really get to him. And of course, I haven't really been trying, but I don't think it would change. I mean, look how far back he's sitting, right? So you kind of see my point. Whereas in the top lane, they're melee, so it's a lot easier to get that harass off and then all in them once you get that bit of get an advantage. Whereas the mid lane, you straight up gotta all in them like this. Like you gotta run at them. You just gotta hope that you can out damage them. And see, I do out damage them, and that's one thing that is nice for Akali is, and I was hoping to get that last hit by the way, that's why I ulted back. But if you do manage to play it right, you're pretty much out damage anybody. That's one of the nice advantages of that. But there's so many little factors, like if they have CC, like if Vel'Koz hit his E there, he would have knocked me up and comboed his spells, and I probably would have died. That's the reality of it. You gotta dodge the CC, and that's what makes it really challenging. Whereas the top lane, you can just kind of poke him out, then just all in him at one point and kill them all. So just going to this guy. In fact, I think I kill him here. All right, he probably will die to the ignite, I think. Nope, not quite. That's unfortunate. All right, well that's okay though. So I'll have my ultimate back up here in 10 seconds, and I'll be able to kill him then. The only reason he'd stay, though, is if I was going to get ganked and... Predictable as ever. Oh, that sucks. That sucks for me so much. I had a feeling, like, why would he stick around? Oh, yeah, it's probably because I'm getting ganked. I go to Warden. Hello, Zinzao. Hey, there's an Asian man in this bush. What the heck? Yeah, it's pretty much what happened there. So, that's unfortunate. But on the bright side of things, I am up in farm. Yes, Vel'Koz got the kill there, but he did use both his summoners. Cause no sums. So I'm hoping, I'm praying to Jesus himself, to God, whatever God you guys pray to, if you do at all, pray to that guy, because that's who I'm praying to right now. Because I am hoping that Lee Sin will gank for me and help me out, because he's done nothing so far, except for ward jump in my lane and look fancy, and then miss the Sonic Wave. I'm sad. I'm not trying to trash him by any means. That's definitely not what I'm doing. It's just, it's very unfortunate that he hasn't helped me yet, because Lee Sin is known for his early gank pressure. And this guy's done nothing when I've been at lane, all the way over here, the entire lane, which is definitely not good. But I should probably mention the teams, though, here today, guys. We've got Nathan Kazuki playing that really at top lane. Also got Sergeant Matt Life Jr. playing Leona support. Next up, we have Lil Drake, a good buddy of mine. You guys might know of him. Me and him used to play quite a bit on League, but he's been very busy with like college and stuff recently. But he's back on today, playing that Lucian AD carry. He's already got a kill for himself to his name, so nice job to him. And next up, we have Sergeant Moopy playing that Lisa in jungle. And let's go ahead and here, just keep farming here, trying to push up the wave, because I want to roam, because I think with this being shoved up enough, and I'm going to take some free damage here, unfortunately, but it is what it is. But with the wave being pushed up, I think I can roam, and so I'm going to try and do exactly that. So I'm going to walk top lane. Riven is super low, and I think this is essentially a free kill if I can get up there. But Riven is, or not Riven, Aurelia is already going for it, but she's running straight to me. That is genius. Well done. Because now, if we can keep up to Riven here, I have boots, so I should be fast enough. But she has stun. Yeah, she'll probably just kill me if I do that. But wait. Alright, got her. It was close. It was way too close for comfort, but she came back like a dumbass and died. So I'll take it. The God? I don't know about the God, man. This is basic Akali mechanics, man. You jump in, you proc your Q with your auto attack, which, by the way, you cannot do with your E anymore. That's something they changed a while ago, but still feels recent to me because I've been playing this game for so damn long. And in the general timeline, it's still pretty recent. It only happened in Season 5, and I've been playing Akali since, like, Season 2. But I was never really getting good at her though, because I don't know. The thing with her is she doesn't have any mechanics, so trying to master any mechanics doesn't really happen, because there's never really any mechanics to master. It's all about the mind games with her, with the stealth and all that. But it looks like they were trying to do dragon there. They haven't finished it yet. In fact, they haven't gotten close to finishing it. So I think we can contest this, me and Lee Sin. The problem is though, we don't know where their bot lane is, and if their bot lane shows up, that might be a problem. Yep, there's their bot lane, and our bot lane's not here. But the TP coming in from behind is gonna make this possible. Let's just take the dragon, quick. Because it's still a 3v4. We gotta take this dragon. If we can steal a dragon and get out without a fight, that's like awesome. Because our 80 carry's not here, theirs was, and they backed off from a 3v4. Who knows why? That is not wise by them. That worked out way better for us than it did for them. So Vel'Koz has his blue buff here. I'm trying to avoid some damage. I did manage to dodge at least the knockup. But yeah, if Lee Sin can gank this guy while he has blue, that'd be massive. And it looks like he is looking for it, but the question is, can he make the plays? Oh my god, he made the plays. What a beast. But I don't think we can actually pursue that too far. I'm going to push up this minion here just to avoid any further damage. It took me a little bit longer than I would like to have made that combo, but still better late than never, right? Now, this is risky as shit, but I want that blue buff, and I think I can pull this off. But hold on, Xin Zhao's here. Uh-oh. Yeah. I was between a rock and a hard place. Either I kill the Vel'Koz and I get away, or I die to Xin Zhao. I had no choice but to try. I could jump to a minion, but then he would have just come with one of his spells, and Riven was on the way as well. Talk about League of Gangbangs, man. I had to try. No, technically I didn't have to try. I could have just left after I fought Vel'Koz and he used his ultimate. That is true, if you're thinking that. But once I put myself in this brush, I had no choice, and that's what I'm trying to say here. And that blows. So rough early game for me here so far. Definitely rough. I mean, there's Xin Zhao has definitely been a nuisance, and don't get me wrong, Lee Sin made a really nice play there, but the timing, right? I mean, he was under turret. I couldn't follow it up like I would have liked to. I think if he would have made a fancy play like that, which was, by the way, very well done, I think it would have been a lot better if he did it when Vel'Koz was pushed up, which he was for majority of the lane phase, because then we could have pursued him a little bit longer instead of being under turret hits. But, you know, it is what it is. I think it's important to review the problems of the past so they don't repeat in the future, but complaining about them and that's different. All I'm looking to do here is review the problems and look to find ways to work around them. I'm not just sitting here bitching about them, guys. Don't think that for even a second. A lot of people think that I just sit here and bitch. It's like, no, I look for things to work on 24/7, whether it's my mistakes, other people's mistakes, all that stuff. I look at all of them because you guys can learn from everything. And now Leona's looking for a play here, and this is totally doable. As long as Leona hits the ult, it's done. And she did flash, but we got this flash, so that is totally fine. And honestly, if Vel'Koz pushes up far enough, I can 1v1 him. He just needs to come close enough that I actually can, you know, get to him. And his range is so strong that it's kind of tough for me to actually get to him in the first place. But at least I'm managing to dodge his poke, and I can stay with my items. Which, by the way, I'm getting Gunblade first. I don't think I need to explain that, but in case I do, it gives you everything you want. Lifesteal, Spell Vamp, AP, AD. It's just fantastic for Akali. It's exactly what you want to buy first. Now let's just go. Nope, never mind. I thought I was in range there for a moment, but I wasn't, so I didn't go when I planned to. But we have Leona going in now. If he hits the Zenith Blade, that is awesome. I'm the one in tower shots here, actually, which isn't very nice, but there we go. Leona's going to pick up that one, which is unfortunate for me, because the gold wasn't distributed the way we wanted, I think, but that's still an assist for me, and that's still rather solid. Now, Kalista and Lulu can make a play here because we were mid lane, so if me and Leona can kill off these two with Lee Sin's help, that would be huge, and they have no turret. That is huge. I'm going to go around the long way, because I know they're going to try and escape, and if I can get onto Kalista here, that'd be massive. I'm on the way. Save it for me. I want the kills. Got the slow off. There we go. And Zin's like, nah, ain't nobody got time for that. I'm out of here. And Lulu's still on the run, but she's not going to get very far. Here I come. And Leona's going to steal that one, too. I don't think she meant to, but she is unfortunately going to take that one for herself. But that's okay, though. We got a 2-2 score now. Not too bad for ourselves. The score overall is 7-4. And in all seriousness, while it looks like I'm struggling quite a bit, guys, this is actually a pretty solid game for Akali because of how weak her early game is. I cannot stress that enough. We're against a mage where our only way of surviving the lane is straight up to kill him. That is our only win condition. We cannot farm better than him. That is not part of the plan. It's not possible, really. And I want to dive in here, but I don't know if that's safe, but I'm going to try. Nah, I can't get in. I can't get in range to dash to anybody. That's okay, though. But Our ability to farm him is not going to happen. He's got 3 AoE spells. I've got 1, and it's melee range. So it's not going to happen. And so I should have to kill him or roam or something. And I managed to get some roams off. I managed to kill him once. So it's not all bad, but it could be definitely a lot better. But it could be so much worse. And I'm actually out-farming this guy. So that's actually pretty solid too. Now Xin Zhao's on the side here looking for a rotation of some sort. He's with Callista. These guys are definitely looking to get me here. They're looking to goon squad me, as people say it. People comment saying they love hearing me say goon squad. So I'll start saying it more often for you guys. But I can see they're rotating bottom here. I'm trying to avoid these skill shots. But if I can get onto Vel'Koz, that'd be awesome. But the thing is one thing I haven't mentioned yet in this commentary, I know it for a fact, is one change they made to Akali's ultimate is they made it so that if you're close range to somebody, your ultimate will make you dash through them a little bit, kind of like you would with not Vel'Koz, with Yasuo's E, his Super Blade, or Fizz's Q. But if you're dashing from max range, it will instead put you behind them, but like not like right behind them like you used to be. Like you'd go like past them a little bit, but not nearly as much, if that makes sense. And one way to kind of alleviate that is to actually use your Q before ulting. So like right now, if I was to ult him, I wouldn't dash behind him nearly as far. And it looks like a big fight between Riven and Irelia, and Riven's between 2 waves. Yep, we are going to see her here. And I don't think she's going to back off fast enough to escape me. I have my Ignite, I got my Bilgewater, I got my ultimate 3 stacks. I think this is a kill. So I'm coming in here. Lee Sin's got my back, it looks like. I think we got this. The question is, though, is will Riven kill Lee Sin before I get there? And I think the answer is yes, honestly. He went way too soon. I'll use the Bilgewater here, though. Kill her off. There's the red buff for me. Yeah, Lee Sin went too soon, but that's okay. I'll push up the lane here. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna have to push out. If I really get TPs to my mid turret, that would save it, but I don't think there's any other option. I don't think she's gonna do it. That's okay, though. I'll upgrade my E here, and I'll rotate back mid. He's not actually gonna kill it, he's just gonna get some damage on it. And with this red buff, I am very confident I can kill this Vel'Koz, because I do have a level advantage as well. And hopefully I can steal his blue buff from that. That'd be massive for me. We are level 12 now, though, so we're actually very strong. And Riven's, or not Riven, I really just gonna tax me a little bit there. No problem, though, I taxed him in his lane, as I had to. But it looks like there's a rotation from their team going bot lane, and so if we can flank their flank, that'd be a very good plan for us. But it's looking like they're not flanking anymore, so I'll let Aurelia clear that up, but I'll keep an eye on her on the minimap, make sure she's safe. And I'm gonna push up mid lane here. Looks like she has run into a Vel'Koz. What is happening? Just some poke going off. Going to get the siege there. And this guy's poking me. You won't fight me. And he actually hit that E there. I'm not sure how that hit, because that felt like it was a bit off of the blast radius on the floor, but oh well, no big deal, because I have sustain. As long as I don't die, I can find things to fight and sustain off of, like this, for example. And we actually got the dragon there, so that's awesome. And it looks like there's actually a fight going on bot lane. I'm coming in. Can we save Lucian from the Riven? I mean, they've got Callista secured. The question now is, can we save Lucian? There we go. The outside proc's gonna take him out. Xin Zhao is now in here. So is Vel'Koz. Let's just go into Vel'Koz. I jumped behind him here, so this makes it a lot easier for me to do things around him. And actually, we get that kill there. Yeah, we got the stack now. This is kind of risky, but I kind of want to do it. Yeah, I'm doing it. If we can get fast enough, I can flash. Never mind. I was gonna flash ulti the Xin Zhao, and I was kind of worried because if their team showed up, then I'd be diving into their team literally. But considering they're not up, I was going to go for it, but yeah, out of range. No big deal, though, because we managed to kill off a lot of them, saved our Lucian and everything. So that was really great by my team, but unfortunately, my mid lane is getting pushed in here, and I need to get over there to farm this up. My farm is actually not too bad, though. It's 134 at 19.5 minutes. Considering, you know, the farm numbers and everything like that, at first glance, it's pretty bad. It could be so much better. But I'm Akali, I'm against the Vel'Koz, who's going to poke me 24/7. I'll admit he's done a pretty bad job of it. He's missed a lot of skill shots, and I've dodged quite a few as well. But I think all in all, not too bad. Yeah, 145 now. Not too shabby at all. He's only at 106. We're definitely ahead of this guy. His turret is not even chunked, though. I need to do some damage to it, but we have Riven on the side here. If somebody can come and join me here, and we can game in this Riven, that'd be really, really smart. Because she's out of position, taking the Scuttle Crab. We want to take advantage of that. But I'm getting sandwiched here by Xin Zhao, so I definitely need some help on this one. I'm going to use my stealth here and try and get out. And there's the pink one. I'm going to have to flash. Yeah, I'm dead. I really did not respond whatsoever, and that was unfortunate because it would have saved both my ass and Lee Sin's from some damage there. Yeah, I don't know what she was doing. I think she was just farming and not paying attention, but that's, you know, shit happens, right? It's not the end of the world, but I have 4,000 gold. I just noticed that. What the fuck? Alright, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I've been awake for so long trying to get Akali games that I'm kind of derpy, but Damn, I have 4,000 gold. All right, let's see here. That's mine. Okay, so I'll upgrade my trinket then when I can. But yeah, I don't know. This is I think my 8th or 9th recording in a row trying to get a good Akali game for you guys, and it has been tricky because Akali is just very, very, very not in the meta right now. Anything that's not in the meta normally isn't very easy to record with, at least find success. Because you guys know me, I want to do well in my games, and doing well in my games is easier with good things versus things that are not as good. But it looks like Riven's going for a very aggressive play into Lee Sin. She is going to get the flash out, but here I come. Now, if they fight us into this turret, they'll be taking tower shots. This would be huge for us to win this fight. Can we get onto the Riven? I'm not very fast, but if we use our W here, might get fast enough. But nah, Riven's just too fast. We don't have our boots finished. I'm going to probably get Mercury Treads this game, just to avoid CC, because they do have quite a bit of it. And Tenacity is really great, but now that Vel'Koz is down, we can probably take this mid turret here. And this game's still going really solid for us, because yeah, my score is not beautiful by any means, but as a Akali, you're squishy, and you literally have to be right in the fight like a tank does, so it's kind of common you'll die, but before you do so, you get a lot of damage down. But I guess some of my deaths have been just me getting caught out, but you still see the point. Really great ulti here, and initiation by Leona. If we can get onto this Callista, that's going to be a dead Callista. There we go, there's the one. Actually, I'm going to go back and save Lucian here, because I'm getting exhausted anyways, so I may as well go into Xin Zhao, who's going to knock me away, and my ultimate is on CD, but if we can get the slow off from my Gunblade, no, we will not. But still, great stuff by my team. And actually, Xin Zhao wants his blue buff. We're like, no, bitch. You get out of here. This is our jungle now. But there's Vel'Koz over the wall. I'm going to fight him. Pop the Gunblade on him for the slow. And can I get the damage off? I can. Well, I can, but unfortunately Leona's going to take the kill. But I really am going in. Can she get it? I don't think so. But can I get my ultimate off? Not enough damage. I was really hoping that Q would take her out, but unfortunately I don't have enough alt stacks to take her out with that instead. That's okay, though. That is A-okay. Let's put a ward down here. I think I might have missed the brush. No, I didn't. Okay, never mind. Alright, I'm kind of worried about Riven, actually, because, yep, there she is. But if I can farm this mid lane out after she clears it, that'd be ideal, because I could heal up off of that and continue to do great things. And I think that's a big part of why it is I kept doing things like laning and stuff while I had 4,000 gold, is because I didn't recognize how rich I was, because I wasn't low. Your sustain with Akali gets to be so good once you have Gunblade that I end up thinking, oh yeah, I'm just fresh out of base all the time subconsciously without even realizing that, oh hey, yeah, I've actually got like a ton of gold to spend. So, it's a weird coincidence, weird segment of events, but it's okay. I'm gonna go over here and do the wolves though. Gotta do something, right? But actually, better idea. Riven's pushing out. Let's fight her. She has a red buff, and we can take that off of her, and that'd be great for us. She does have the Scuttle Crab buff right here, so I gotta make sure I avoid the vision. But as long as I do that, we shouldn't have any problems. The pink ward is still here. I feel like it'd be cool if you could you could buy a pink ward and then kind of pick it up and place it somewhere else. That'd be kind of neat. We have Vel'Koz push up mid lane here, so I'll come back. We lost vision of Riven, and we didn't see her retreat anywhere, so it's pretty safe to assume she's recalling a brush because she knew we were coming, so that's why I backed off. Alongside other things. And it looks like they're trying to set up Dragon now because Lu's in the pit. Not allowed. You hoe bag. But actually, it looks like there's a fight here bot lane. Kalista game very, very low. She's trying to kite back, but she's pursuing the Leona now. If we can flank right here with Lee Sin, this would be huge for us. Xin Zhao is so low, but I'm going to Kalista. There we go. Unfortunately, we not getting any kills in that one, but that's okay. Because my team got a huge lead on that. We lost Leona, but we got 3 freaking kills. That is massive. Dragons have been about 10 or so seconds here. Well, more like 15, but now 10. So I'll get this ward down here. Lee Sin will clear up the ward, and this should be up any moment now. Chances are my team's not getting my help with this, but I may as well help them nonetheless. Alright, Lee Sin, we got this, buddy. Let's do this. And as far as my next item goes, I'm actually kind of torn because I really like Lichbane on Akali. I think it's awesome on her because it gives you so much damage on that auto attack. But at the same time, to get in that auto attack can sometimes be really tricky because, you know, it's an auto attack, it's not an ability, it's not super duper easy mode. I'm not saying auto attacks are hard by any means, but they're definitely not as easy as just pressing a button. For example, you have to actually click on the target, make sure you're in range, etc. So, Lichbane's really good, but it might not be the best option. And actually, we're getting ganked here. I'm going to try and juke my way back over here. Haha. And if I can stay out of range of Xin Zhao, that'd be great. Alright, so that worked out to be a great juke for us, but I don't know if we should go on this. But we have Lee Sin now, so let's go now. And actually, I don't know. So yeah, Riven hurts. Let's go and use my Gunblade on her though for the slow. Lucian going in. Yeah, I don't know if we can pursue this, but Lucian's doing a nice amount of damage. And here's actually Kalista on the backside. Let's go ham on her, because I got nowhere else to go. Help my stealth here. Let's just kill off Lulu. Alright. I did a lot of damage before I died. And this is kind of what I was talking about before. Yeah, I'm probably gonna die a lot more in this game than I'm going to in most of my games, but at least I'll do a lot of damage, right? That's kind of the goal with Akali. You're not expecting to go flawless, you're expecting to do a lot more damage than their team is gonna do to you. And therefore you'll die, but at least you will manage to like kill like 1 or 2 people first. So I am gonna go down the end. No big deal. We'll get our Mercury heads for that CC reduction and all that. And I think we'll go for the Rabadons or even Rylai's. I don't know, man. I'm so torn right now. Like, I really don't know. I think Rylai's might make a lot of sense, actually, because their team has a lot of kiting. And so against that, the Rylai's will help me slow them down and keep up with them. I think that'd be really good. And one big factor I didn't mention yet is that team fight, I think we would have won, like, flat out. But I really was pushing top lane. Now, that's not a problem by any means. It's a bit of miscommunication and a bit of bad syncage, in my opinion. Because it can go both ways. You can say, oh, it's Irelia's fault. She didn't show up to the fight. Well, fuck her. She's a stupid noob. You could say that. Or you could say, oh, yeah, but no, Irelia was getting that top shirt for free. We should have just not fought. Right? It goes both ways. And that's one of the things in the league that's so frustrating is it's so tough to point out the problem. It's all about decision making and just being in sync with your team, regardless of what the decision is. So a lot of times it doesn't really matter what you do, as long as you know, together with the plan, right? And so that's a good example of that. Is that I think Aurelia's plan was to push top and have us, and we can't fight this because Vel'Koz is right there and it's a 3v2. But, well, hold on, maybe we can. No, I don't think so. But, yeah, Aurelia's plan was just to push top and have us just stall for her, but we didn't do that. But our plan was to fight 5v5, but Aurelia didn't do that. Does that make sense? Like, it kind of goes both ways. But we can totally kill Kalista here. She's completely caught out. I don't know what the fuck she's doing. Alright, there we go. But Riven's here now, so we gotta be kind of careful about her. We're just gonna cut out the fight and look for opportunities to go and do something. Alright, now Riven's alone. She's gonna flash that knock up there. Don't want to be a part of that. And actually, Vel'Koz is getting pretty low and kind of on his own here. There we go. This is what we want. All the kills coming in. There we go. Nice double kill for me. Lucian pick up 1 as well. Yeah, in that fight, honestly, I was a bit of mashing my keyboard, but I also had this bit of a priority system. Now, this priority system is not perfect. I did not perfectly execute it by any means, but I think it's important because your energy bar is only so large to make sure you're not spamming the wrong abilities at the wrong time. If there's more than one target surrounding you, use your E. If there's not, use your Q. That's pretty much as simple as it is, but sometimes when you're playing Akali, people get in the habit of button mashing, and that's not always what you want to be doing. But there we go. There's the kill there from me. Just going back out of turret range here, and then go back in, because we're a man, and this is what we do. And I'll go and pop my hourglass there just to cancel the turret aggro on myself and clean up the target. Because otherwise I might have actually died. And I might die now, actually. Oh god, please save it! Okay, good. I probably would have saved myself better if I would just continued hitting the turret, but I got scared and panicked, and I'm not smart when I panic. So let's go ahead and clip the minions there. It's looking like they're actually going to kill Vel'Koz as well. Only Riven and Lulu are alive, but they're still pretty healthy, and I do not want to have anything to do with them, so to encourage my team to back off, I'm going to back off myself. Lead by example, right? As they always say. But as far as my next item goes, I'm feeling the what's it called? The Lichbane. I freaking love Lichbane. Because not only will it give me more movement speed, which I love, but it also is going to provide me with that extra bit of damage on that one hit. What I also might consider is Luan's Echo for that burst. But honestly, her burst is already pretty good as is with your Q, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. But so far, this game is going great for us. Our farm is not great by any means, but we're beating the Vel'Koz by a decent amount. No, a decent amount. And we're playing the fights fairly well. Not amazing by any means, but well enough that I'm happy. And so, yeah, this is great, guys. I hope you guys are liking this, because I've been playing all night long looking for a good recording, and this is not something I should be doing because I'm in school. But luckily for me, I've done these classes before, because I don't know if you guys know this, but I've given this whole spiel in my Twitch video. I didn't ever actually technically finish high school. I did the classes, but I never really attended all that often because I was busy doing YouTube stuff, which at the time sounded stupid, but it actually made a lot of sense because of this, I had more time to spend on YouTube videos and all that, and my channel got popular because of that. Not directly because of that, but that definitely helped. And so it ended up being worthwhile because now I can go back and do high school with no repercussions. Besides, you know, waste of time, I guess. But this has not been a waste of time by any means, right? This has been a blast and definitely worth my while. So point being, I've done these classes before, and they're pretty easy. So if I'm a little bit tired tomorrow, I'm not exactly concerned because I'm getting you guys a great video. And that's not priority number 1, but considering there's no other priorities in the way, it does become priority number 1. If that makes sense anyways. Like, if there was actual important schoolwork that I needed to work on, then yeah, I'd be working on that instead. But there's not. And that's why I didn't post yesterday, by the way. I was working on something that I had to do. But I covered that up so I can record today. So here we are. So Lucian's puts in the bot lane here. I'm going to join him because I think we get this turret here in this push. There we go. Getting that local goal for getting the turret. And Xin Zhao looks like he wants to go for a fight here. Kalista with him. If Leona goes for it, this is a kill. And Kalista's going to walk right into me like a dummy. We want to Lulu next. There we go. We go on to Xin Zhao next. We're going to Riven. There we go. Cleaning them all up. I managed to get, I think, a kill or 2 in that fight. Not too bad. 4 for nothing. And we could potentially kill off the Vel'Koz here as well if he comes close enough. But it's all about that big fat if. That capital I, that capital F, if. And it's looking like he will come close enough. Here we go. Let's go into this guy. There's the kill coming for Lee Sin. Great dive by Leona. Well done by my team. What a fantastic dive and fantastic team fight for us. But in all seriousness though, we're honestly just ahead by so much that they can't really compete unless they play it super duper well. Which they're not. Honestly, they're not. They're not playing very well. And that's no disrespect to them. Sometimes I don't play well either. In fact, I don't play well very often. I don't play well in most of my games. At least by my standards. But we have Lulu actually getting cut out here by Nathan Kazuki on that Aurelia. Might we be able to do anything here? I don't think we can. But with that said, Riven wants blood. You can kind of see from the way she's running. She's got those home guards going and everything. She wants blood. Let's go get that 4th dragon, though. I'll go get the ward in the brush. I'm a little bit picky about that sort of thing. And it looks like they do want to stop us from doing this, so we might get that counter engage going off. But let's get that dragon first. Make sure we get this 4th dragon, because that's huge for us. And Riven's going to the pick here. Let's pop my stealth right here. And go on to Riven here. There we go. There's one. Can we go onto the Kalista? We can. Go on to the Xin Zhao next. And we get all these kills. I'm going to try to get behind Vel'Koz here. My ultimate puts me behind him. And there we go. Another kill for me. Well, how many kills was that? Triple kill. Oh, right in big bold letters. Triple kill. I love it. Let's go back here and pick up ourselves that Lich Bane. Oh boy, is this going to be a blast or what? In all seriousness though, guys, for anybody who's going to ask me the combo to Akali, there really isn't one. If you're in range, use your Q first. If you're not, use your ultimate first. From there, button mash, but button mash consciously. You're not just using any button at all. Use buttons as you see appropriate, but it doesn't really require like a lot of thinking or order. Just, you know, use common sense is really what it comes down to. And Leona just clearing up that wave there, gave me a nice amount of stacks. And she also, wait, she put her Zeke's Harbinger on me. Why is Zeke's on me? Like, I mean, I appreciate it, but why not put it on Lucian? I don't use crit. What the fuck? Put on Lucian gives crit. I don't use crit, man. I mean, yeah, the AP is nice, but like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like putting it on Lucian makes a lot more sense, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm the minority. That is also possible. But with that bottom inhib though, we can set up Baron in the game anytime we want, pretty much. Let's go ahead and do exactly that, actually. Because this game is going to be 35 minutes. By the time we rush Baron, and it'd probably be like 36, 37. And I don't want to be rendering for too long. And I think we've shown pretty much everything there's to show by this point. We're in a fight here, or at least I really is in a fight here with Riven. If we can help her out, that would be ideal. She's getting really low, but unfortunately for the Riven, she's going to get destroyed in that one. So let's go ahead here and just do the Baron. There you have a 4v5, no bottom inhib. They are not looking to be in a good spot here. So let's get our ass into the pit as soon as we can here and help our team out with this. And we do a lot of damage. You can see that proc from our Lich Bane doing so much damage. And there we go. Now the Leona ult coming out there. The Lulu's just going to get shredded by the Culling. The Culling coming out. Now if Lulu walks this way, she's dead. If she walks top side, I'll know it. But hello. Holy fuck, dude. Holy shit, dude. What the fuck? I need vision. Oh, for sure. No, come here. Okay, that could have been so much better if I just, like, dashed to Xin Zhao over the wall. But still, it is a triple kill. I'll take it. And Riven's here. Uh-oh. Riven is my bane right now. I hate her. Like, her CC and everything is just a nut show. But if we can kill her before she does any of that, that'd be ideal. And there we go. So there's 19 kills total for us. You guys can see the late game Akali showing its power with that Lich Bane. The Lich Bane helps so much. It's insane. And I know it gives mana, and Akali doesn't use mana, but fuck it, dude. Who needs those when you have that Spellbait proc? It is so effective. So great game for us. And Lee Sin making the massive plays with that insect. What a beast. Let's just go ham here onto everybody and go all the way in, pop the hourglass, triple kill for us, and they're gonna take the turn just so I can get out. What a bunch of ballers. I love these kids. Oh my god. You guys are bae. Oh wait. GG. Best team ever. Ah, can't get the types in, but at least you guys know what I meant to say. So hopefully you guys liked this game, because it was a blast to play, and I hope you guys did. If you did, make sure to drop that like rating, because it helps out the channel so much, as you guys should know by now. In fact, if you guys are wanting to support my channel, drop like ratings on literally all my videos. I know that sounds like super weird to say and like super like self-centered, but seriously, if you guys genuinely enjoy my videos and want to see me succeed, just click that like button whenever you see a video of mine. It makes a massive difference, and I have a few friends of mine who do that for me, man, and they are like ballers. So that's all for that, guys. Of course, subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace out.